Chapter 5 Introduction to MS Excel 2010. Calculating large amount of data manually could be quite time consuming and also requires a lot of efforts. One has to check the calculations again and again for accuracy. Microsoft Office Suite provides a program called Microsoft Excel 2010 that can perform calculation quickly and accurately. It enables the user to store, organize, and manipulate data in a tabular format in the form of rows and columns called worksheet. In a worksheet, a row runs horizontally while a column runs vertically. The intersection between a row and a column in a worksheet is called a cell. It is quite easy to manage a large amount of data using MS Excel. Therefore, it is one of the most widely used spreadsheet software across the globe. Features of Excel. Some of the features of Microsoft Excel program are: this program enables you to store a large amount of data in the form of rows and columns. You can perform simple as well as complex calculations in Excel using inbuilt formulas. Excel allows you to create interesting and attractive worksheets using various formatting features. In Excel, you can view or display your data in a graphical form like a chart. Excel helps you to arrange data in different ways. For example, you can arrange data in ascending and descending order. Finding and replacing data can be done quickly. In Excel, you can instantly fill a row or column with some data that is in series using the autofill feature. Starting Microsoft Excel. To start MS Excel, click on the Start button. Select All Programs option, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel 2010. A new blank Excel worksheet appears with the temporary title Book 1 as shown here. Workbook and Worksheet. Once you open Microsoft Excel, you will find cross sections or a grid of rows and columns. This cross section forms a worksheet. A worksheet is also called a sheet. It is like a page of the notebook which is very large in size. Virtually a worksheet is quite large to hold huge amount of data for you. Just above the status bar towards the left side, you will find 3 tabs with name Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. These 3 are the default worksheets created by Excel. Collectively, these worksheets are called a workbook. You can add as many worksheets as you want in a workbook. The default name assigned to a workbook is Book 1. You can rename it anytime you wish. Components of MS Excel 2010 window. Quick Access Toolbar. It is located at the top left corner of the Excel window. This toolbar contains frequently used commands. By default, this toolbar contains Save, Undo and Redo commands. Title bar. It is present at the top of the Excel window beside the Quick Access Toolbar. This bar displays the name of the active workbook and the application software as well. Minimize, Restore down or maximize and close control buttons are located to its extreme right. File tab. This tab is located below the Quick Access Toolbar. This contains the commands that are used to create a new spreadsheet, save and open a worksheet, and close a spreadsheet. Ribbon. The area below the title bar is called ribbon. It is formed of tabs, groups and commands. Each tab contains various commands arranged in different groups. Scroll bars. There are 2 scroll bars in Excel window. The vertical scroll bar is available on the right side of the window. Using this scroll bar, you can move the sheet up and down. The horizontal scroll bar is located at the bottom right. This scroll bar allows you to move the sheet left and right. Cell. A cell is the basic unit of a worksheet. It is formed by the intersection of rows and columns in a worksheet. Data is entered in a cell and a cell may contain about 32,767 characters. Each cell has a unique cell address. Row headers. Rows run horizontally in a worksheet. Each row is identified by a number in the row header, which runs along the left edge of the worksheet. There are 10,48,576 rows numbered from 1 to 10,48,576. Column headers. Columns run vertically on a worksheet. Each column is identified by a letter marked in the column header A, B, AA, BB, etc., which runs along the top edge of the worksheet. There are 16,384 columns in Excel identified from A to XFD. Cell address. Each cell is identified by a unique cell address. The cell address is formed by the column letter like A, B, C, D, and so on, and the row number like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. For example, A16, A is column and 16 is the row number. So A16 is the cell which is formed by the intersection of column A and row 16. Active cell. In a worksheet, a cell which has a thick black border around it is called an active cell. In this cell, you can enter data or make changes. A cell becomes active when you click on it. Cell pointer. It is a thick outline around the selected cell which points out the active cell. Formula bar. It is located right above the worksheet. This area displays the contents of the active cell. It can also be used for entering or editing data and formulas. Name box. It is located next to the formula bar. It displays the cell address of the active cell. Range. A range is a group of contiguous cells. It forms the shape of a square or a rectangle. It can be as small as 2 cells or as big as an entire worksheet. A range is specified by entering the starting cell address followed by the ending cell address separated by a colon. For example, D11 is to D20. Status bar. It is the long horizontal bar present at the bottom of the Excel window. It reports the average, count, and sum of the selected cells. In addition, it also displays the warning messages if any. As the name suggests, it displays the status information of the active Excel spreadsheet. Ready, enter and edit. Different worksheet view buttons, normal, page layout, and page break preview and zoom slider are present at the right side of the status bar. Moving around a worksheet. While working in an Excel sheet, we often need to move through the worksheet. Let us learn about the keys or key combinations that help in moving around the different parts of a worksheet. Key or key combination. Action. Tab key or right arrow. Pressing it once moves the cell pointer one cell to the right. Up arrow. It moves the cell pointer up by one cell. Down arrow or enter. Pressing once moves the cell pointer one cell down. Shift plus tab or left arrow moves the cell pointer one cell towards left or to the previous cell in a row. Page down moves the worksheet down by one screen. Page up shifts the worksheet up by one screen. Control plus home shifts the cell pointer to the very first cell of a worksheet, that is A1. Control plus end takes the cell pointer to the last cell used within a worksheet. Home shifts the cell pointer to the first cell or column of the current row. Data types. In an MS Excel worksheet, you can enter 3 types of data, which are as follows. Text. It includes alphabets from A to Z, numbers, spaces, and some special characters. Text is by default left aligned within a cell. Numbers. This data type includes numerals from 0 to 9, a valid combination of digits, and symbols like plus and minus. Numbers are by default right aligned within a cell. Formulae. A formula is a valid mathematical expression that includes numerical values, operators, and cell addresses to perform calculations using the data entered in a worksheet. By default, a formula is left aligned within a cell. Creating a new workbook. To create a new workbook, click on the File tab to open the Backstage view. Select the New option. The new screen appears on the right pane. Select Blank Workbook option. A new blank workbook opens in a new Excel window. Entering data into a worksheet. To enter data into a worksheet, click in the cell where you wish to enter data. Type roll number in cell A1 and as shown in figure. Press Enter key. Enter the rest of the data in worksheet. Performing calculations. MS Excel enables you to perform calculations on data. Let us learn how to perform simple calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on data. To add multiple numeric values in a cell, do as follows. Bring the pointer inside the cell where you wish to perform the calculation. Type equal to sign followed by the values and operators as shown here. Now press Enter key. The result of the calculation appears in the cell. Likewise, you can perform calculations like subtraction, multiplication and division using the minus, asterisk and slash signs respectively. Using cell addresses. In the above section, you have learnt how to perform calculation directly using the numeric values in a cell. Let us now perform simple calculation using the cell addresses in a formula. Remember, a simple formula contains only one operator. To perform subtraction, do as follows. Bring the pointer inside the cell where you wish to perform the calculation. Type equal to sign followed by the values and operator as shown here. Now press Enter key. The result of the calculation appears in the cell. Working with worksheet. Inserting a new worksheet. To insert a new worksheet, follow any of the given methods. Method 1. Click on the Insert Worksheet button present right to the last tab, that is Sheet 3 tab. A new Sheet tab appears next to it. Clicking on this button each time adds a new Sheet tab next to the last Sheet tab. Method 2. On the Home tab, click on the Insert Sheet option in the Cells group. Switching between worksheets. While working in Excel, you can easily switch between the worksheets. Click on the Sheet tab that you wish to open. Renaming a worksheet. To rename a worksheet, do as follows. Right-click on the Sheet tab to be renamed. Choose the Rename option in the shortcut menu. The Sheet tab gets highlighted. Type a new name and press Enter key. Or simply double-click on the Sheet tab that you wish to rename. It gets highlighted. Type a new name for it and press the Enter key. Deleting a worksheet. To delete a worksheet, follow any of the given methods. Method 1. On the Home tab, click on the Delete button in the Cells group. Choose the Delete Sheet option in the drop-down list. Method 2. Bring the pointer onto the Sheet tab that you wish to remove from the workbook and right-click on it. Select the Delete option in the context menu. Notice the selected Sheet tab disappears from the workbook. Saving a workbook. To save a workbook, do as follows. Click on the File tab, select the Save option, or click on the Save button available on the Quick Access toolbar. The Save As dialog box opens. Locate and select the desired destination to save the workbook. In the File Name text box, type a suitable name. Click Save button. The workbook gets saved with the defined name in the desired location. Opening a saved workbook. To open a saved workbook, do as follows. Click on the File tab. Select the Open option. The Open dialog box appears. Locate and select the required workbook. Click Open. The selected workbook opens. Closing a workbook. To close a workbook, click on the File tab and select Close option in the drop-down menu. Observe the workbook closes, whereas Excel application window is still open on the screen. Exiting MS Excel application. To exit Excel application, click on the Close button present at the top right corner of the Excel window, or press Alt plus F4 key combination.